After 3 years of waiting, USC has finally turned the corner with NIL and recruiting. But simply turning the corner is an understatement. USC recruiting has gone nuclear. While already being in pole position in the recruiting rankings, there are even more elite players on the way. With this level of success, USC is turning heads both locally and nationally. So in today's Trojan Update, we'll talk about SC's newfound sense of identity, where I think this class will finish, and we'll also react to some new predictions by the man himself, Steve Wiltfong. What's up, guys? My name is Gabe, and welcome back to the Trojan Blade. Welcome back to a brand new video. This is a Monday, February 24th edition of the Trojan Update. We have a ton to get into today, so of course, if you are enjoying the videos, please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And before we get going, I do want to thank Wooden Grail for sponsoring today's video. These hats are absolutely everywhere. Players, coaches, personnel, everybody at USC starting to rock these. I wear mine every day. You see Jackie on the screen wearing his. Make sure you say hi to Jackie down below in the comment section. But guys, these are simply the best USC snapbacks on the market, no debate. Incredibly well made, incredibly durable, and of course, there's not a better looking hat out there. And guys, when you use my code TrojanBlade, you get 10% off your entire order. That's a fantastic deal. So all you have to do, go to woodengrail.com, pick out the hats you want to buy. When you're checking out, use my promo code TrojanBlade, all one word, all capitalized, and that will apply the 10% discount to your order. All right, you guys, but having said that, let's get into the update. Okay, so first things first, we have a Fong bomb for Santa Margarita wide receiver Trent Mosley. I absolutely love this kid. Very highly rated prospect. In terms of technical ability as a wide receiver, route running, catching, doing all the little things, he's elite. Is he going to run 4.3 at the NFL Combine? No, he is not. But newsflash, neither did Amon-Ra St. Brown, neither did Tyler Vaughns. This kid knows how to play the position, and he plays it at a very high level. This is yet another Santa Margarita kid. Of course, Carson Palmer is the head coach there now. So is this a little pipeline starting to be set up? It really seems like it to me. That Oregon headband he's wearing in this picture is starting to make me nauseous. But yeah, Mosley is predicted to go to USC by Steve Wiltfong. Keep a lookout for that. Here we have yet another Fong bomb, but this time for 6'7", 310-pound tackle Malachi Lee. Now, if you're into recruiting, you already know this kid. But my God, this is a Goliath of a human being. These are the kind of kids that playoff teams get. When you have this level of size, athleticism, and pedigree, you absolutely have to get it done. He's from the state of Hawaii. There has just been a much bigger emphasis on the entire West Coast this recruiting cycle, whether that's just a result of Chad Bowden, maybe some new members of the staff, maybe Lincoln Riley coming around. It's probably a mix of everything, but this myth that the big boys don't exist on the West Coast is exactly that, a myth. You see it here with Malachi Lee. This would be an absolute home run commitment. It is one that I do fully expect us to pull off. Even before the Fong bomb, sources around USC felt extremely good about this one. This is one of those long-term needle-moving additions. So highlight this kid's name, burn it into your memory, because down the road, Malachi Lee is going to be a star for this football team. Now, moving over and talking about the recruiting rankings. As you see on your screen, we are #1 in the country as it currently sits. Now, before you go down to the comment section to tell me that it's February, yes, I know it is February. I can read a calendar just like you can. Having said that, this isn't last year. These aren't a bunch of Southeast kids. Dave Emmerich isn't the one running the negotiations. We have assembled the most elite and complete front office in the entire country. The NIL situation at USC has drastically improved. We're not even in the same galaxy as where we were last year. We are doing much better on that front. We are completely organized in the front office. It is a well-oiled machine. And due to the limitations of the front office these last few years, I feel like we've kind of forgotten how good of a recruiting staff this really is. Lincoln Riley throughout his career has been a fantastic recruiter. It hasn't clicked at USC. There's obviously a million factors for that. But the fact that he's had this much on his plate, I honestly don't know how he's handled it up to this point. But man, seeing him just be able to get back to coaching, obviously he's making personnel decisions, he is recruiting as well, but not nearly to the same extent he was. He looks refreshed, he looks rejuvenated, and man, I'm fully bought into this class. I'm fully bought into this staff, to this front office. For the first time since Lincoln's been here, I can fully see the vision. There's an identity, there's themes, it's organized. Everything makes sense. And guys, when it's all put together, it's going to be a scary, scary package for the rest of college football. I'll tell you this right now. You see a lot on Twitter, the Big Ten fans just sitting around laughing, making jokes about USC. The only thing I'll say, and you guys know how down I was about a few months ago, so I genuinely believe when I'm telling you this, But I think that the Big Ten has no idea what they're getting themselves into. Because as we know, being USC fans, there is one thing that will forever be true. We have a lower floor than some programs. When we get down, we really get down. It's not like Ohio State where they have that really high floor. But when USC wakes up and gets rolling, our ceiling is higher than anybody's. Higher than Ohio State, higher than Oregon, higher than LSU, higher than Bama. When operating at peak potential, there is not a program in the country that can touch USC. And that remains true to this day. And we are going to see that play out over the course of this offseason and next. We finally have the financial backing. Lincoln has the support staff around him to go and execute his vision for this program. And we are already seeing this pay major dividends, not even a couple months into Chad Bowden's tenure. So we think we're flying high now. Just wait until the spring portal, that's all I'm gonna say. But seeing the class ranking is one thing. I wanna go and look at the actual commits just to really paint a picture of how good this class is already. Obviously, a guy like Xavier Griffin, #1 linebacker in the country. Need I say more? That kid's an absolute stud. RJ Sermons is one of the most decorated defensive backs in the entire 2026 class. Local kid from Rancho Cook. Obviously a legacy at USC. Love that kid. You have Katawanga, who committed yesterday. Absolute monster on the defensive line, going to be playing his ball at Rancho Santa Margarita, again under Carson Palmer. If you guys don't follow Brandon Lockhart on Twitter, you're really missing out. He is one of the most vocal parts of this class, probably the most vocal. He's always recruiting for us, and not to mention he's a hell of a player playing at Loyola. Jonas Williams is really going to be the jewel of this class. I was talking to Tim Prangley from the Trojan Conquest channel as well as LAFB. Links are of course in the description. But the more and more we watch Jonas Williams, the more and more we both get convinced that he's going to be an absolute superstar at USC. The athleticism, the arm talent, the creativity, the vision, everything just makes a complete package. And the fit in this Lincoln Riley offense, I mean, you couldn't build a better quarterback for him. And yeah, just looking at those commits on your screen, and of course this list is going to be added to very, very soon here. But my God, there's some serious talent in this class already. We're only 11 commits in. I am so excited to see what this class is going to look like at the end here. All right, next up on Twitter, USC is calling for the fan base to rally around House of Victory. You're already seeing the proof of concept play out here. I've already donated myself. If you guys can, please give anything you can to House of Victory. This is not like it used to be where you didn't know where your money was going. You didn't know what it was going to be spent on. That is not the case. It is going to this football program. And with this front office, with this staff, it is going to be put to good use. I promise you that. The link to donate is going to be down below in the description. So please check it out and please donate to House of Victory if you can. And lastly, for this Trojan update, I have to shout out my man Will from Founders Edits, a longtime friend of mine, one of the earliest supporters of me and what I was doing on YouTube. He's absolutely blowing up. He was handpicked to announce the commitment for Katawanga, the commit we got yesterday. The graphic was amazing as it always is. And in case you guys didn't know, he is the one that made the Trojan Blade logo that I still use to this day. Truly one of the best people on this planet. All his links are in the description of every single video I put out. So go down there, follow him on all the social media because he is a name to know in USC content creation going forward. So shout out to you, Will, and shout out to all of you for being here today watching this Trojan update. That is all I have for you today, but this is a crazy hectic time, so I'm going to be talking to you probably pretty soon. If you guys did happen to enjoy the update today, please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much for all the support. You're all awesome, and as always, take care and fight on.